Joseph believed it and walked out of prison toward his destiny. Steve Jobs applied it and revolutionized the world. The real question is, how do you see yourself right now? Because your self-image is the invisible boundary of your wealth. The Bible makes it clear true prosperity is deeply connected to purpose. Solomon asked for wisdom, not riches, and that's why he received both. Paul faced prisons, persecution, and shipwrecks, yet never abandoned his mission. Job lost everything, but remained steadfast. The common thread in all these stories is persistence combined with purpose. Without purpose, every form of wealth is empty. Without persistence, every purpose dies before it bears fruit. Paul didn't start with privilege or education. He was labeled a failure early on, yet believed there was something greater for his life. Bob Proctor faced the same crossroads. When he tried to publish You Were Born Rich, he faced rejection after rejection. Publishers said it was too simple, that no one would care. But he persisted. He kept teaching, speaking, and spreading his message. Years later, that same book became a global reference, transforming lives. If he had quit at the first closed door, his name might have never left the shadows. That's where most people stop. How many times have you given up because it seemed too hard? How many projects stayed in the drawer because results didn't show up fast enough? The truth is, most people quit right when they're one step away from breaking through. Why? Because we believe the lie that quick results are the only measure of success. Persistence is like planting a tree. You water it, nurture it, and care for it even when nothing appears above the ground. Only after time does growth become visible. The secret is to keep going even when there are no visible signs. That's what Bob did. That's what Job did. That's what Paul did. Persistence isn't stubbornness. It's a decision to stay connected to your purpose, even when the winds blow against you. Science confirms it. Studies show that discipline and consistency are stronger predictors of long-term success than talent or intelligence. People who stick to their habits, even on days they don't feel like it, accumulate exponential results. J.K. Rowling is a powerful example. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, she faced rejection after rejection. Unemployed, struggling financially, raising her daughter alone, she could have quit. But she persisted. Today, her work not only made her one of the most influential women in the world, but also inspired entire generations. What separated Rowling from countless talented writers wasn't genius, it was persistence. Now, here's your challenge. Choose one simple but meaningful goal, financial or spiritual. It could be saving a small amount daily. It could be dedicating half an hour to a personal project. Furthermore, it could be reading one verse or inspirational passage every morning. Commit to this practice for 30 consecutive days without fail. The goal isn't the immediate result. It's to train your mind to respect the habit of persistence. At the end of those 30 days, what you'll have achieved isn't just the goal. It's a new identity, someone who doesn't quit. True wealth is never the product of luck. It's the consequence of living with purpose and refusing to stop. People who accumulate without purpose often feel empty. People who have purpose but lack persistence watch their dreams die halfway. Persistence is the bridge between what you believe and what you achieve. Bob Proctor crossed that bridge just like Paul, Job, and so many others. The inevitable question is, will you quit halfway, or will you keep walking until your vision becomes reality? Oprah Winfrey is another living example. Before becoming one of the most recognized names in global television, she faced poverty, abuse, and rejection. Yet every day, she practiced gratitude, writing down even the smallest reasons to be thankful. Years later, she said that this simple habit was one of the forces that sustained her rise. What would have happened if Oprah had focused only on her struggles? She might have joined the majority, trapped in a mindset of lack. But she chose gratitude, and that choice changed everything. We've seen the opposite too. Public figures who had wealth but lost it all because they never cultivated gratitude. Think of artists and athletes who reached the top financially but were consumed by addiction, pride, or ingratitude. Mike Tyson is one example. Despite earning a fortune at the peak of his career, he lost almost everything, largely because his mindset focused on lack and self-destruction, not recognition and gratitude for what he had achieved. Money without gratitude doesn't build, it destroys. Gratitude isn't just an act of faith, it's an act of intelligence. It's the bridge that connects the present with the future, the little with the much, the lack with abundance. The Bible said it thousands of years ago. Bob Proctor lived it, and countless great names around the world prove it true. So the question remains, will you keep complaining about what you don't have, or start giving thanks for what you already hold in your hands, opening the path to true wealth? True wealth begins within you, in your faith, your gratitude, your clarity of vision, and your persistence to act with purpose. When you apply these principles, everything around you begins to reflect the abundance you've already cultivated. As you absorb this truth, the next video that appears will help you climb one more step in your evolution, allowing you to become just 1% better than you are today. Thank you for staying with me until the end. I'll see you in the next video.